Hey YouTube, Jesus Freak with you once again. I wanted to talk to you guys about how to clean a weapon. Now I have two weapons, the Kel-Tec P11, 9mm, and the Kel-Tec 380. And I thought I would demonstrate with both of these. What you'll need is a basic gun cleaning kit. It comes with the oil, the wipes, your wire brushes, and extra stuff. You can even clean a rifle with this. So let me start with the basics. First, I'm not an expert with weapons, so if I use the wrong terminology here and there, please forgive me. This is just a general basic amateur, gun tutorial video. I'm not meant to, portray that I'm an expert at it. Now, that being said, first, safety first, of course. Let's go ahead and eject the magazine. That doesn't mean that this gun is safe. You still need to verify that there's not a round in the chamber. So we're going to do this. Pull it back. I see there's no gun in the round in the chamber. Done deal. The weapon is now ready to be cleaned. Pull this back. Engage this small lock. You will also notice another small thing. Take a bullet from the magazine, and the ridge of the bullet will comfortably grab that pin. Pop it out. Look at that pin. It just comes out. Lay it down. Release the pressure. Voila. The entire top section comes apart. Take a piece of this white cloth. You want to soak it in oil, just lightly, and then you want to take that and you want to wipe everything down, leaving a nice layer of oil. Now this piece, this section, you're going to gently remove the spring, make sure it doesn't come apart or shoot across the room. Pull the spring apart. There's two springs and the rod. You want to push the barrel. The barrel will come right out. If you've just fired it, you want to take this brass copper brush and actually wire brush and feed that in. Basically, there's this tool made for that. You will take and thread that onto here first. Feed it in and out. Done deal. Do that a couple times. You want to clear off any lead buildup. You want to swap with the black eye hook. I don't know what it's really called, but it's a tool that you can actually take and put your little rag that comes with the towelette, and then you put oil on it, and it doesn't take much oil, just enough oil to kind of lightly saturate it. You want to feed that in and out a couple times. Now I take it and I also wipe the exterior of it. I wipe the exterior of this, cleaning every little nook and cranny you can, I've already cleaned this weapon, so you don't need to keep doing it too much. I want to do the slides, all this. Now you want to reassemble the weapon. Take the barrel, put it back into here. Take your springs, put them back into one another. Of course, you want to clean those also. And the rod, push it in, done deal. Line up the little hole, it's real easy. And just put a little bit of pressure on this. And of course, now that I'm in the wrong angle, it's not going as easy. There you go, it locks right into place. You don't want to shoot it across the room, so watch yourself. Now you're going to reassemble. You're going to slide it back together, pull it back, engage the lock. Now here comes the tricky part. Push the barrel forward with your finger and wiggle it a little bit until you see it line up the hole. Take your lock mechanism, should just slide right back in with a little bit of wiggling. There you go, click back into place, pull it back. Done deal. Your weapon is now reassembled, but now you want to double check. Pull it back. Okay. Everything seems to be working fine. So let's go ahead and put our round back into the magazine clip. Let's go ahead and put the magazine in. Now, you want to be careful because you don't know that it's 100% properly reassembled until you actually chamber a round. There you go. The round just went into place. You can feel it. But let's be certain. Let's go ahead and eject the magazine. Safety first. We still have a round in here. Notice my finger's not on the trigger. grab your weapon, boom, the round just was ejected. But let's double check and make sure everything is clear. I see the breech is empty. We have a completely cleaned weapon that is ready to go. Take your round, put it back in your clip. Of course, helps if I'm doing it from the right angle. I also have oily hands. Okay. Now I like to take another regular towel rag. This is a shirt actually. I'm using this soft. And just kind of wipe it down. Give it a general wipe down. Still there's a layer of oil on it. And that is clean. So I'm going to do the exact same thing on my my Kel-Tec 380. But I'm going to do this a little bit quicker. Same thing. Eject it. Make sure there's no round in the chamber. None. I'm safe, ready to go. This weapon does not have the lock. I'm going to use the same a bullet. So this, I want to pull it back and kind of hold it with my hand. It's kind of hard. Kind of have to have strong hands. And you want to get behind that clip. Let me make sure I can do this. Get behind the clip, that pin. Pop that pin out. Same thing, same mechanism. I want to take and wipe it down. You know, really take care of it. Pull the spring. Drop the barrel out. Same thing with another cloth. I'm going to feed it in. You know, I'm oiling things down. I'm trying to do this quickly for the sake of the time. Wipe everything down as I did on the other weapon. Put it back together. Spring goes right into place. Easy enough. Slide it together. As you can see, I'm doing something wrong here. There we go. Went back together. Now I want to look at that hole and line it up. Put the little pin in. And this is where it can be tricky on this one. This one does. But there it went. Okay, now let's make sure it's one piece. Okay, let's try it with a round. Let's see if you can see the round go in. Round went in. Eject the magazine. It's unsafe because there's a round in here. Let's eject it. Done. I like to double check it again. Check down everywhere. We now have a completely safe weapon. Let's go ahead and put the rounds back into the magazine. Of course, I've previously wiped this down. Done deal. One last thing I would recommend. A lot of people buy guns, they don't go shoot them, and if you have, I understand, but you really need to clean your weapon a couple times. You need to fire at least 100 rounds through it. Weapons are known to wear in. You want to make sure you fire about 100 rounds through it, maybe even 50 at the minimum, I would say. That way the gun, everything can kind of mesh, wear in, and be fine. Guns are known to jam more when you first fire them than once they actually wear in. So I would recommend go out, spend a little bit of money, buy 50 rounds, fire it. And I guarantee you'll notice it will jam maybe once or twice, if it's going to jam at all. But once you get more rounds through it, it will tend to jam far, far less if it jams at all. So definitely put some rounds through your weapon because you don't want to fire it the first time in an emergency situation and have it jam because you didn't wear the machine in. Okay, hopefully this tutorial was informative and helped you out, and hopefully you found it somewhat interesting. God bless.